about Elastic Stack, one of the workshops organized by Isha. Right, we are introducing a course called Site Reliability Engineer. So this is a topic from that course. We can provide more details about the course, friends, but let's talk about Elastic Stack today. So anybody like we it's a monitoring tool, right? Observability tool. Uh, and we call it Elastic Stack for a reason because it is a stack of multiple tools put together. We have Elasticsearch, which is a database. We have Logstash, which is an agent, and Kibana, which is a visualization tool. See, to understand any monitoring tool, we have Prometheus, Grafana. We have so many tools, right? We have licensed tools like Dynatrace, AppDynamics, New Relic, Datadog, and we have open source tools as well, like Prometheus, Grafana. Uh, we have Elastic Stack. Though Elastic Stack has Elastic Cloud also, which is SaaS monitoring service like Dynatrace, like any other commercial tools. But we are going to talk about the open source. How do we set up, install Elastic Stack is what we could understand. See, so friends, what we need to understand about any monitoring tool. Any monitoring tool has three components. Any, be it any commercialized open source has to have the three components. The first one is the database. We need a database where the information can be stored. The historical information can be stored. It's not about just the monitoring capability. We would like to know the historical data as well. What was the situation 2 weeks back or a month back, so that we can troubleshoot issues. We can understand the pattern, right? The load pattern or the response time pattern. We have so many metrics that we capture. So any monitoring tool has to have a database which stores the information in a metrics format. So now information, what type of information? That's also a very important thing. Either we can store, we would like to store metrics information like the CPU, the memory, the response time, the average load, the IOPS, the status code count, right? The errors count, exceptions count, right? We have so many metrics. So for a metrics, we need to store metrics. We have different kind of database we need. Yesterday we talked about something called database. If you have not gone over that workshop, or if you could not attend that workshop, please go over uh, that. Those who attended yesterday would understand what I'm talking about. That we have database for every use case. Now, one is metrics and one is logs. We would like to also capture the logs. What do we do with the logs? We would like to understand the application logs. Are we getting errors, exceptions? Is the what type of is so it helps in troubleshoot. See, in case of any issues, any anomalies, behavior in response time or user experience, we always check the logs because we know the healthy logs, how it looks. When the application was running fine, we know how the healthy logs were. But now the application has what type of logs we are getting. And that indicates a lot of things about what needs to be done to fix that issue. So we capture this kind of information. So we need to store this kind of information. So we need the database capability should be there to store this kind of information. Now, metrics, to store metrics, we usually use time series database like Prometheus, InfluxDB. But to capture the logs, we require a different kind of database, non-relational database, because that's the log. It's not a metric that you can put in a tabular format. We need mostly the non-relational database. So we need a database, first of all, to store the metrics and the logs. What else? Now, once we have the data, friends, once we have the data, we would like to visualize things. We would like to visualize things. in a very user friendly manner. So we need a visualization tool. We need a visualization tool. In case of Prometheus and Grafana, Prometheus is the database. Grafana is the visualization tool. We are talking about Elastic Stack. In the Elastic Stack, we have Kibana as the visualization tool. So Elastic Stack is combination of three tools. We have the database, which is Elasticsearch. We have Kibana for the visualization tool. So any monitoring tool that you see, always try to understand what. Now, when you get as a SaaS, let's say Dynatrace or AppDynamics, Neuralink, Datadog, you would not know. But because they are offering as a service, observability as a service. Sometimes we don't know, we cannot differentiate things. What is the database there? What is the visualization tool there? But they have it. They internally they have it. Every monitoring tool they have it. So this is the visualization tool. This is the database. Elasticsearch is the database here. Non-relational database. A very special kind of database where we can use to store both kind of information, the metrics as well as the logs. Now, one thing is missing. Who will send the information? There has to be somebody. There has to be something running. We have so many servers. We have hundreds of servers deployed. Who would send the information? How the database would get the details, the metrics and the logs, how they would get, how the database would get the details. So this responsibility is given to the agent. We need an agent. So all the servers that's run, either you get EC2 or you get database, all are called data sources. So we need an agent here. Here, in the case of Elastic Stack, the log stacks is one of the agents. We have beats also. Elastic Stack also has the beats. Beats can be also acts as the agent. We need an agent which collects the information. Agents run on every data source, every server, so that it collects the information, sends the information to the database. All the information goes to the database. The third thing is, friends, the agent. In case of Elastic Stack, we have log stacks and beats, which runs as the agent. Need an agent. So this database is no different. So I'll give you a generic architecture of a monitoring tool. Okay, any monitoring tool has to have this kind of architecture. Remember this diagram. You will never have any doubt about any monitoring tool how they capture it. So friends, what I'm showing you is the database. This is the database I'm showing you. And I'm showing you that we have the data sources, all the servers in the orange square rectangle boxes. Those are the servers that's running where my application is deployed. My application is running there. Web server, app server, database server, and we have agents running. Those agents are specific to the data source. If it's a database, we need different kind of agent. If it's a node, we need a different kind of agent. So depending on the data source, we need different kind of agent. So that agent is collecting all the information every 15 seconds, 10 seconds, we can configure that and putting all the details, CPU, memory, all those things for every server, the logs in the database. And then we need a visualization tool. We can query the database and get some details, and we can use it to plot some graphs. Once we have the data, once we query the database, we get some data, and the visualization tool helps to visualize things like whatever the work done by Grafana. or the Kibana. I'm talking about that. Sounds good, everybody. So far, so good. How any monitoring tool looks like. This is the generic architecture of any monitoring tool. So far, so good, everybody. Any questions? Can I get a quick thumbs up from all of you? Yes, in the chat.
Yes, we are good, sir.
Perfect. Okay, good. So we are going to create a server. We will use the cloud and we will install Elasticsearch, we'll install Kibana. We will make the same server as the data source. We'll install the agent there and we'll try to see how we can get the details. Right, we will see that. So I'm going to log into the cloud, friends, and we are going to install setup. So the same thing I have mentioned this in this PPT, right? So I'm showing you that we have these Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana, Beats. Beats are also the agents, lightweight agents. All right, we have this is the basic architecture. Not necessarily that Beats would send details to Logstash. Like I'm showing you that the data sources where the agents are running, lightweight zippers, we call it Beats. They are running. The Beats, the agents can send information to Logstash. This is optional. Logstash is optional. Once we have the Beats have the capability to directly send the data to the Elasticsearch as well. So I'm just showing you one of the options that Logstash can be also act like a data aggregation and processing. Some which process the information, format the information which is understood by the Elasticsearch, or Beats can directly sense. Once the information has come to the Elasticsearch, I can query this Elasticsearch using Kibana and get some meaningful insights. So that's what we're going to do here. We are going to create a server, install a server. Yes, Ravi, question.
Sorry, just a quick one. Does the beats here is similar to the file beat, which we talk about
Correct,
collection
correct.
of
We have
logs and
multiple types
stripping?
of beats. Yes, yes, Ravi. We have multiple
Oh,
types
okay.
of beats.
Okay. Can you give
So
some more
if
examples of beats? Like I
yeah,
only
yeah.
know a file beat.
Okay, we have file bit, we have will log bit, we have network, we have a lot of beats. Okay, so if I take you to
Okay.
this link, we have file bit, we have metric bit. File bit helps to capture the logs. Metric bit helps to capture the metric information. Packet bit helps in getting the network data. We have win log bit, which captures the Windows events logs. Audit bit, we have heartbeat, which captures the uptime. So we have multiple beats options.
Can you please share this link with me?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
it is
was
there in the
only aware about
PPT.
file
It's
beats
there in the PPT.
till
You should
now.
have the
And then,
access of PPT. So you can go
okay.
to the SRE folder and you have the PPT there. So
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
sure. So Ravi is from my ongoing batch. He joined SRE batch course last October. So you can go here, Ravi. In the SRE folder, you have monitoring folder, and I have put together all the information here. Sounds good, Ravi? You can get it here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Sure. Okay, good, friends. Yes, somebody else also raised the hand. Rupa, was that Rupa? You raised the hand, Rupa, by any chance? Anybody else raised the hand? I saw count was 2. Okay, no question. Okay,
Roshan sir, I have a one question.
go ahead.
I am I am from your batch as well, Raj. Okay. So
Mhm.
in this course, especially what we are going to learn is that like something we are going to learn on how to monitor, and are we gonna learn on the log, like kind of pure paths in the Dynatrace, how to get the stack trace of the
See,
log?
we are not going to talk about Dynatrace or
No, no,
AppDynamics.
no. I'm not asking about the Dynatrace. The similar to comparable to the Dynatrace,
Okay,
we can get the pure paths in the Dynatrace, right? So
Right.
are we going to do the similar setup in the Elastic too?
Right. I'm going to set up the Elasticsearch today,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to show you how do we create dashboards, how do we set up, first of all, set up things in Elasticsearch, use Kibana to query the Elasticsearch, how to plot dashboards. We are going to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what about the log traces?
Yes, the logs as well, the metrics as well as the logs. We are going to see both the things. That how do we capture it? Once we install the agent, which is going to be the Elastic agent here. So
Okay.
we have an agent, okay, which we are going to install, which Elastic agent. This agent is very powerful. This agent captures the logs, the metrics, the traces, the availability, the security. It collects all the information wherever it runs. So all the information will be sent to the Elasticsearch. So we are going to query the Elasticsearch and understands through Kibana that what all details could be retrieved, could be discovered from the Elasticsearch.
Okay. And when this batch was started, sir, I just got the invite this morning.
Which batch?
Did I miss how many classes? How many classes did I miss on this?
No. Which batch?
This Elastic.
No, this is not a separate batch. This is a workshop, Raj.
Oh, okay, okay.
This
Okay.
is a
Thank
workshop. This is a workshop. We are taking it up, and the batch would be starting from next weekend. Um,
you. Okay. Is this
first
a kind of
of
demo?
Yes, it's a workshop.
Okay.
So the batch is going to start at 1st of March.
Roshan, you batch, you mean ELK batch or SRE batch?
No, SRE batch. There is no ELK course. ELK is
Oh,
a part of SRE.
oh, understand. I thought this is like a separate batch you're planning to start.
No,
So that's
no, 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 no. It's not a separate batch.
okay. So I am already part of that SRE batch.
That's it.
Now
Yeah.
in that batch also, like you'll do a deep dive of
Yes,
whatever.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
fine.
If you're already the part of, are you the part of weekdays batch?
No, there's a Tuesday to Thursday, right? This is Saranam year. Tuesday to
So
Tuesday batch.
weekdays batch. So we will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
taking up there separately.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. I'm part of that batch. Also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be taking that separately.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, all questions. Any other questions? Okay. So this batch.
Sorry,
Go
Roshan,
ahead.
one question. So some of the requirements they are saying that Java is the required knowledge for the SRE position. So how far we have to learn that part if Java is required?
Yeah, it's a very good question, but totally out of context as part of today's agenda. Today's agenda is to go over Elastic Stack. But just to give you a brief, yes, SRE does require some automation, scripting. So Java is not a mandatory thing. Okay, you could be doing scripting automation using Python as well, shell scripting as well. So there is nothing like Java is mandatory. You can do automation in any tool like Python. So it's not a mandatory thing, but as most of the applications are being developed in Java, so Java troubles. Excuse me. Can others go on mute, please? If you're not asking any question. So the Java is still the most popular enterprise language. So sometimes it becomes important to know the Java processing, how JVM works, how memory gets managed in Java to troubleshoot Java applications. So that is what required. How do you troubleshoot Java applications from SRE perspective? Learning Java as a programming language is not mandatory. You could learn any programming language or any scripting language like Python. You basically required to automate stuff using any programming language. So shell scripting, Python scripting, you can do any of these things. I hope I answered your question, Subha.
Yes, Roshan. Yeah, sorry. Actually, I didn't see much information on the invite. So this session is more on Elastic. That's what you
Elastic
mentioned, right?
Stack. We are here to
Elastic
talk
Stack.
about Elastic Stack
Okay. But yeah,
and introduce you to the course that we are launching on 1st of March. So you can tune in on 1st of March. I'll share this link. You will be having a demo on 1st of March about the course in detail. You can pose those questions there.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for that because I
No
didn't see the
problem.
content.
No problem. No problem. So I have shared the link. Okay. Let's continue, friends.
Please go
Okay.
ahead.
Any questions on the understanding part? Did we understand how Elastic Stack is going to be configured? All good so far? Can I get a quick yes from all of you? Yes or thumbs up in the chat? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and install Elasticsearch, Kibana, agents, and see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to go to the cloud, friends. So you need to have a good understanding of cloud. To I'm not sure how many of you are comfortable with cloud. So we need a cloud account where you can get the server. Why do we need cloud? We want to get the server storage, right? Um, that's why we need cloud. Right now, the let's say Hotstar is streaming the Champions Trophy, let's say match. There are so many people tune in. Uh, how auto scaling works is the perfect example. Look, if you look at the number of count in the Hotstar, it sometimes touches 80 crore, right? 90 crore, 100 crores, right? So how it is possible? So auto scaling is one of the live examples how they leverage Hotstar, leverage auto scaling. They use AWS, um, and the leverage auto scaling and how they don't need to purchase the service. They can get on demand service. So yeah, cloud is very essential, and that's what we're going to talk about in the course. But for now, I'm going to get a server. I hope you are guys are familiar with how to get a server in cloud. If not, just see how I'm getting it one. So I'm logged into the cloud console and I'm going to EC2 service. EC2 service helps in getting a server. So I'm going to launch a server in the cloud. And since I'm going to install Elasticsearch, it's a quite heavy database, I need a good RAM. Okay, so let's say I'm going to calling it monitoring server. I can use Ubuntu as the OS. And this is the machine type. I would definitely require 8 GB of memory because Elasticsearch is a heavy database. It requires quite 3 GB memory. Elasticsearch is only going to take. It's a database, right? So I need at least this 2 vCPUs, 8 GB RAM. You can manage also with I would say T2.medium. You can manage, but I don't want to just manage. I want to have a good configuration. So I'll use 2 vCPUs, 8 GB RAM. Here for this, I can use a key pair to log into my server. I'll use this default options. I'll select a security group, which I already have, launch wizard one. And for the, I'll get 20 GB of storage, a disk, right? So I'm going to launch just to, because I'm not part of free tier. Anyway, the machine that I've selected is not part of free tier. And if I want to save the cost, I would be selecting spot instances. Okay, so we discuss all these things in the course. Why are we doing it? So today, this is not the agenda. So I have just created the server. Agenda is to talk about Elastic Cloud, uh, Elastic Stack. So we have created the server. We will log into the server and we will install things. That's what we're going to do today. So let's log into the server. So don't get overwhelmed, friends, if you are seeing this for the first time that how I'm getting the server. It's very simple thing if you know cloud. It's not that for big thing. So it's only that you're not aware. That's why you may see this overwhelming, but actually it's not. So I'm going to use one of the client mobile term, let's say, to SSH. We need to do SSH. It's a Linux server. SSH happens on port 22, right? So we are doing this, and Ubuntu is the default user, and I've used a password, the key pair. Okay, so I need to select this from my laptop, which I have used the same keep here. I have logged into the server. Okay, how many of you friends are not comfortable till this step, creating the server and such? I know most of you would be knowing this. How many of you are totally new to this? Can I get a yes in the please confirmation in the chat? Completely new. How many of you? Nobody? Everybody knows this? Perfect. Okay, good then. So I don't want to be a root user here. I want to update the packages, so I'll do this. Okay, I'm updating the packages, friends. So now it's one by one. Okay, we have to install Elasticsearch, um, Kibana, agents, 5 beats. We have Elastic Agent, which has the capability of lot of beats available. So friends, those who have the PPT access can get all the links in the PPT. Let me just show you where to get the details from. So friends, to install things, we need to dd.large, as I mentioned you, and to get things here, Elasticsearch, I have given the link here, Elasticsearch, Kibana, Elastic Agent. This link is going to get things for you, right? I can directly go to this link and refer it. You can install Prometheus, Kibana in Kubernetes as well as a Docker container as well. But I'm going to use it in a VM. Okay, I'll go to the link, okay, one by one. All these are working links so that we get the latest version. That's the main objective of using the links. Um, Look at this, friends. The links that you see is here. This is the install. I'm going to install 8.17.2 version, the latest version to Mac, Linux or Mac. So you have got multiple options here, depending on where do you want to install Mac, Linux, Windows. You have all the options available. I'm going to get it installed in the Linux, right? So I'm going to do that, friends, in Linux. So I'll follow these commands. Step one by one I'm going to do. So I'm in Elasticsearch, Linux and Mac. So I'm going to basically issue these commands. Okay, I'm going to copy the entire thing, paste it in, let's say Notepad. Okay, and I'm going to just 8.17.win, the latest one I'm going to install. So wget is going to download things for me. That's what wget does. Okay. So we're going to extract things. So we're going to just step by step, we're going to follow things. It takes some time to download because it's a quite a heavy Elasticsearch. By the way, we are friends, Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch is a very popular database. I would like to tell you that you guys must be using google.com, right? The google.com, the website, this page uses Elasticsearch as the database because Elasticsearch supports fuzzy searches. Even if you misspell here, it gives you correct search, right? So it's one of the properties of Elasticsearch. Let's say I want to search Elasticsearch, in fact, and I don't spell it correctly. Let's say I don't spell it correctly, but Google is smart enough to suggest that did I mean Elasticsearch? It is because it's only possible because I have this Google uses Elasticsearch as a database and it supports fuzzy searches. So you can use Elasticsearch as the standalone database also, which has a lot of properties. It's based on Apache Lucene database, which is a very powerful database. So in the Elastic Stack, so these are different tools. Elasticsearch, Beats, Kibana, these are different tools. Put together, we are calling it as a monitoring tool. Similarly, Prometheus is a different product. Grafana is a different product. When you combine this, we're calling it a monitoring tool, but those are different products, different tools. So understand that this database can be also used standalone in your application as a database. You can use it. So yeah, those capabilities are also there, right, friends? So here, as you can see, I have got it downloaded here. This is downloading. I'm going to extract this here. I'm going to just follow this thing step by step here. Okay, I'm going to extract things now, not just about it. I'm going to do this in some time. Okay. Now this is going to extract things here. tar.xvxjdf going to extract things. I'm going to get a folder now. I can go inside the folder and I can run the database. And when it runs, the database will be up and running, friends. As simple as that. So as you can see here, if I go inside the database, okay, I believe you guys are aware of tar wget, tar command that I'm using, or cd command. Friends, if you are very new to Linux, we also have covered those things in our course, SRE course. So you might want to look into the entire course syllabus. I believe most of you are comfortable in Linux. I'm just using the basics of Linux commands, ls, cd, tar to extract. Like you do Windows, right? Unzip. Same thing is there in tar. We can zip or unzip, depending on these options. We can extract it or compress it. Tar is the common thing. So it's like same thing as how we zip or unzip in Windows. Similar thing in Linux, we do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bin, friends, and we get this Elasticsearch. All I need to do is start the database. Very simple. And I'm going to start the database, friends. To start Elasticsearch, all I need to do is trigger this. So this command is going to do a lot of processing. Elasticsearch is based on Java, so it will run Java. So Elasticsearch is a database which is a database which is uh, runs on Java. It's a Java. It needs Java to run. So as you will see that Java will be also installed because I've not installed. It's a part of the installation running the database. When I downloaded, everything was there. So it's not like it's separately downloading JDK and all. It was there in the package itself, and all I'm running it. So it takes time. It's a database, friends. I am installing a database. So this is the step of confirmation that it's done. It has given me this option. I need to save this because I'm going to install Kibana after this. And I need to use this. I need to use this token, friends. I need to use this token. As you can read this, copy the following enrollment token and paste in the Kibana. So because they know, because this Elasticsearch is configured, customized with Kibana. So that's why I'm getting this in this page, right? So we need to use this token within 30 minutes. If I don't use this, again, I need to generate a new token. It's just for the authentication, authorization, because Kibana is going to read the data. It's a visualization tool. So I'm going to copy all these things here. And I'm going to use it in a notepad. I'm going to paste it, but I need to use this. Okay. I will keep it handy with me. I need this. So it has two things, the enrollment token as well as the password. Okay, I need these details, friends. So we'll be using it. So my one part is done. My database is running. Okay. Let's go ahead and with the next installation, I'm going to duplicate this tab. and we are going to install Kibana. Let's see that. How do we install Kibana? And then how do we, when we do that, and eventually we will install the agent at the last. Yeah. So to install Kibana, again, I'll go to the link. Which link? The link I have given in the PPT. I'll refer that link.
Roshan, I have one question.
Yeah.
You mentioned so Java will be installed as part of the installation guidance.
Of
Suppose if,
Elasticsearch.
yeah, suppose if,
Automatically, as part of package, as a part of package, it's going to take care. It's going to install Elasticsearch runs as a Java process. Go ahead.
okay. So if already Java is installed in the system,
That's fine. It will make sure it doesn't it's going to make sure it doesn't get a problem. It's fine.
Okay, I mean, if it is in different versions, how it can validate? Suppose if Java is running on different version of Java is running, and Elasticsearch will validate with the existing version of.
Anyway, it's not like. Anyway, it doesn't matter because in the package you have a see it. If I go and check the server, let's say if I go and check the server Java version, let's do this. I have not installed Java, right?
Yes.
It is not recognizing also. If I do sudo also, let's say Java version, it's not recognizing. It is just it is best managed by, it is just very internal to Elasticsearch. All I was telling you that it needs Java to be installed and make sure that it runs on top of that. So you can separately install Java. That's not a problem.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to install Kibana now. Let's get the link. Kibana, that's the second step, the visualization tool. 8.17 is what we used. We are going to use the same here. 8.17, as you can see, by default, the latest one. Once they update in both. So I'm going to copy this entire thing here and paste it here. So again, I'm going to just follow these steps. Okay, no brainer. We will follow exactly the steps they have given us, right? We will talk about something called kibana.yaml file, which is a very important file because Kibana needs to know the Elasticsearch where it is installed. Okay, so I'm going to first let's download Kibana. Curl or wget both are used to do downloading things. So it's going to download things.
So far we installed the Elastic agent. Now we are going to install
What
Kibana,
Elastic
right?
agent? No, wrong. Elasticsearch.
Okay.
Not agent. When did I got agent?
Okay. Elasticsearch.
Right. The database.
Okay. So do we also need to install the agents?
Yeah, definitely. That without that agent, how the data will come?
Got it.
Metrics, logs, that's what we're interested in.
Hello.
Just
So
taking time.
Prometheus or something we are gonna use as the database, right? What is the role it's Elasticsearch playing here, sir?
See, you don't mix these two. Okay, understand separately. Prometheus, Grafana captures. Prometheus is a database. It captures is a time series database. It captures only the metrics information. That's a one tool, separate tool. Keep it aside.
Okay.
Now we're talking about a different tool, Elastic Stack.
Okay. So
Elasticsearch
Elasticsearch is
can
the
capture
database
both.
similar to the Prometheus then, if I understood correctly?
No, you have not understood completely. Prometheus is a time series database. It only
Okay. Not able to hear you, sir.
okay. I lost you guys, I think, for some time. Am I audible now?
Yes, now audible.
There was
So we
some
are talking
there was
about
some
the Prometheus
connect.
and Elastic, sir.
Yes, so totally two different tools. Prometheus and Grafana. Prometheus is a time series database which only captures the metrics.
Okay.
Elasticsearch has capability of storing metrics as well as logs because of the database capability. We can capture the metrics as well as logs. Prometheus, we cannot capture the logs because of the database limitations. Elasticsearch is a non-relational database which can store the logs as well.
Okay. So in our current organization, so they also configured Elastic with the Prometheus. So I'm trying to understand why they configured Prometheus with Elastic. So if I
No,
go to,
you are getting it wrong. Both are database. They may be using both, but
okay,
don't say they're using Prometheus with Elasticsearch. Both are database. How can they? Both are used for a different use case. They may be using Prometheus, they may be using Elasticsearch as well
okay,
to
okay,
capture the logs. Both are database. They are not different things. They are database. Both are databases which serve a different purpose.
I think, I think Prometheus is for just showing the metrics. Suppose if you want to see the latency or these kind of stuff, I think Prometheus will be useful.
Correct.
But if you want to analyze the logs, I think ELK stack is very suitable for analyzing and aggregating the logs.
Correct. So
So
why the region? What is the region? Because of the
yeah,
database capability is what I'm trying to tell you.
exactly.
Because of the capability of database.
Correct. Some companies might use ELK stack, some companies might use Prometheus Grafana. It depends upon the need.
Need basis. We need the logs as well, right? They both the company they can use both as well.
Exactly.
got
Some
it.
company can use Elastic Stack only for both the purposes because Elasticsearch has capability of both. It all depends, is what point is. Okay, let's extract this, friends. I am going to check this. Going to extract things here. Now, if you look at this, now for Prometheus, one file is very important for Prometheus. I'm telling for Kibana, one file is very important, and that is called kibana.yaml. We get this in the config because we have to, before we run the Kibana, we should let Kibana should know where is my where my Elasticsearch, right? What is where my Elasticsearch? So we'll go to the config part, and we have something called kibana.yaml. If you do vi kibana.yaml, we have server, something called server host. This needs to be enabled. Okay. and we need to give the private IP of the server. Okay, so this is mandatory stuff. We cannot miss this. If we miss this, the installation will not be correct. So server host, and we will use the private IP here. Private IP of the server, friends, which is this. Okay, this is the only step we need to do this, and all we need to do is just install Kibana. Go back to the bin folder, and we need to install Kibana, friends. That's it. It is going to run Kibana, and we will be running Kibana. It's a visualization too. Now look at this. This message has to be there. Now to log in to Kibana, all I need to do is use this URL. I cannot use this URL because this is a private IP. To use this URL on the browser, I need to open which port, friends, in the security group? Can you guys tell me, everybody?
Yes. We need to open
Which port I need to open?
5601.
Right? I need to open a port. Go to the security group. Lot of ports open. All the ports are open. It's not a good thing. I used for some other region. I will just open one port, which is 5601. Let me give everybody the access. Okay. We have opened the port 5601. Now I can use this URL. I cannot directly use this URL because I need to use replace public IP with private IP with public IP. Yes or no? In this URL, we have public private IP mentioned. Will it work, friends, in the browser? Private
No.
IP is going to work?
No.
We need to use public IP. I'm going to replace this guy. That's it. Friends, look at this. This page is launching. This is the page of Kibana. And remember the token that we had saved before while when we run the Elasticsearch, we had a token. We need to use this token. If we don't put this token, Kibana is not going to move ahead. Kibana is not going to authenticate. All right, so it's required. So we need to, that's why we saved that thing. We need to go back and use this token, enrollment token. Exactly this. I'll copy this, come here, paste this, configure Elastic. So the Elastic is getting, the Kibana is getting configured with Elasticsearch. Usually we keep both the.
One question here, sir. We install the Elasticsearch as the database. Now we install the Kibana as the visualization, but we haven't installed the agent, right? So how it is
Am
going
I
to?
telling you that I'm getting data?
No. Yes, sir. Okay.
We're just in the process. We will be
Okay,
doing
got
that,
it.
Raj.
Got it.
So to get the data, I'm just trying to right now use Kibana to authenticate Elasticsearch. We are yet to see any logs, metrics, any information. We will be doing that. And to do that, before we need to install an agent. Okay, we will be doing that. We install agent through Kibana. I'm going to tell you how it is done. Now, this is the credentials, friends. Again, we saved this. So Elastic is the user and password is this. Okay. So I'm going to use this password. Elastic is the user. and password is the same password we have to use to log in. So we have logged into the Kibana fields. Now we will not get details, right? Because database doesn't have details. Because we don't have agents installed running, how the database would get the information, right? So we are just waiting here. Friends, as you can see here, it's searching. I'll try to hit again. Okay, I don't know. It's asking me again. Let me just try to Elastic login. We should proceed now. What is stopping this guy? I don't know what is stopping this guy. Looks like my server, my Elasticsearch is not running. I'll check this. Oh, it's running. All good. So this is perfectly fine. I have my running. This is fine. What is this guy stopping then? Incorrect. Okay, we need to just see this, friends. I'm getting this for the first time. I don't know. It should just be fine.
Sir, I have one question.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Sir, we have to use here the public IP or private IP to log in with Elastic.
See,
Which
to
is there.
do things in browser, there should not be any doubt. We cannot use
No,
private
sir, no,
IP
sir.
in the
What I'm
browser.
telling now, you are configured with there with private IP, right?
Yeah,
In
inside
Kibana.
that is fine. Inside
Kibana.
that, yeah, Kibana.yaml, I have used private IP.
Yeah. What is the difference between here? That's my doubt.
What is the difference between?
No. There you are configured in that YAML file with private IP, right?
Correct.
Here with the public IP, we are logging with this is different. That is different, sir.
No, it's
That's
the
my doubt.
same. See,
Um,
the
uh,
the the IP is for the same server, right? So I have
okay.
given private IP because my Elasticsearch and Kibana can communicate with each other using private IP because both are in the same VM.
Okay.
But from
Uh,
browser, I am using a public IP.
Public IP,
That's separate thing.
right? Correct.
Yeah.
That is
Public
separate.
IP. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And one more doubt is, normally I'm working on AppD, sir. Okay. I'm using AppDynamics tool. Okay.
Which tool?
Now, AppDynamics, sir. AppDynamics. I'm working on AppDynamics.
AppDynamics.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yes.
In AppDynamics, we have a lot of agents. For infrastructure, we have machine agent, application, like the Java agent, different agents. For
Right.
database separate, we have the database agents. Okay. here, how many here will be having the same like that of agents, or it will be different? You told the agent has to be installed,
For
right? Correct?
everything, it is different agent basically. But we
Here
have
also
a
the
very
same thing, sir.
correct. We have everything
Um,
for different data source. We have different agents. But there is a one agent is very powerful in Elastic agent,
okay.
Elasticsearch. We call it Elastic agent, which has the capability. We call it
Mhm.
agent one. Okay, which
Okay.
has the capability of capturing a lot of details. For example, similar concept we have in Prometheus. Okay, if you talk about Prometheus exporters, which is a different kind of database. Here also we have a lot of different agents for every different data source. Okay, in Prometheus, in Elasticsearch, the agents are called beats. Okay, the beats I was showing you some time back, right?
Okay.
This
Okay. That
beats.
is called bit, sir.
So
Okay.
we have so many beats. So depending on which beat we need. So if we need to get the uptime, we need heartbeat. If you want to capture the logs, we need file beat. If we need to capture the metrics, we need metric beat. We need a network kind of information. We have net packet beat, will log beat, audit beat. So we have different kinds of beats here, and we have many more beats depending on their requirement for depending on the data source. So yes, we have a lot of various kinds of beats here. Among this, we have a agent called Elastic Agent, which is very powerful, which has the capability of lot of agents put together.
Okay.
The Elastic Agent, one agent. So I'm going to mostly we are going to install only one agent, and which is going to capture the logs, the metrics, the traces, the availability and security. It can capture a lot. But apart from that, we have many more agents depending on the agent. I'm going to show this to you. When we log into the Kibana, we have a lot of beats options. So we have yes. So we have similar kind of details we have. Beats we call it. Okay, there is some problem with my Kibana. I don't know. This is I'm getting error message. Let me just look into this. Because of this, I'm not able to log in.
What
If
about
some
the split servers in our
Okay,
my
just
current?
can we just hold on because I'm having
Yeah.
one issue.
Okay.
Um, I need to troubleshoot this. Without that, I'm not able to. I cannot show you a lot of details. Let me first focus for some time. There is some problem going on.
Okay. Got it.
I'm using this version for the first time. The latest version I used. I don't know what is the problem with latest version or request timed out Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch is definitely having some issue. I'm going to restart Elasticsearch. Yeah. So if I come here now. Oh, good. Let's see. I'll take up your questions. Just give me a minute. Mostly it should be done now. Here is my okay. I'm going to, I don't know, where is that? I'm going to use this again anyway. Okay. Problem was with the Elasticsearch. Somehow it stopped. Okay. Yeah, I lost the connectivity right for some time in between. That time we got just lost. We can run in the background mode. That's one of the better options. Okay, now what is the next question? The fleet, right? So I'll talk about that fleet. You will understand that. Right now, when you install the agent, then that fleet option will come, Raj. Basically, that means you want to register one server as the data source or a fleet of servers. So obviously, when we have more than one server, we select fleet of servers. So we will select that. So when we install the agent, that option comes. Now, what it is, friends, it is called integration. It's like a gateway. Now we have logged into the Kibana. Now the third part, the agent we are talking about. So this integration means the gateway. We are gonna create a gateway for the information for the data from various data sources to come in to the Elasticsearch. So integration are nothing but the gateway, we call it interface. Okay, so I'm going to add an integration. Why I'm going to add integration? Look at this, friends. I was telling you, right? Lot of integrations, different things, agents. Look at this. We have so many integrations. We can get the details from Amazon, Data Firehose, EBS, ECS, EC2, Guard Duty. We can just use any of these things as the integration. Right now, I want to use the agent, which is nothing but the Elastic agent. Okay, I want to use Elastic agent. This is the one. So I'm going to create an integration for that. As I told you, we are going to use an agent, which is Elastic agent, which has the capability of metric beat, file beat, heartbeat, lot of bits put together. That Elastic agent has the capability. Okay, all the bits put together. So if you go to Elastic agent, this is the agent. This is a very popular agent. We call it agent one, single agent for a multi-purpose. You can get a lot of details. With Elastic agent, you can collect all forms of data from anywhere with a single unified agent per host. One thing to install, configure, and scale. It has the capability of lot of things, information we can get it. So we are going to use Elastic agent. And for now, for this example, we are going to make this as the server. Same server we are going to use to get the agents. We can configure 5 more servers, 10 more servers to get the information. But for this example, I'm going to use the same server to get the agent. So we are going to install the agent in this server. Similarly, we can install the agent in other 5, 10 servers, which we are going to do. But the integration has to be done only once. So we are doing the integration, which is the kind of a gateway or interface. So the Elastic agent, we are going to do that. So we're going to add the Elastic agent. Now, the moment we do this, add Elastic agent. Okay, we will save and continue. This is the agent name. We're adding the Elastic agent integration. We'll save and continue. this is the option. Do you want to agent right now in the host or later? I want to add the Elastic agent to your host right now. I can just mention it here to all your hosts. I can do this. The moment we do this, we can add the agent. And now the option is with us that do you want to add it in one server or multiple servers? If you want to do it in multiple servers, you can do this run a standalone. Like one server, you can do run standalone. But you want to run in the fleet, you need to add the fleet server and you need to do this in multiple servers. The same thing. So right now my option is to run in only one server. So we need this YAML file with the details. So now we are going to install. So the last part, friends, okay, we're talking about the Elastic Agent. So we're going to install Elastic Agent in the server. For that, we need commands. The command is down below here also as well. In the Linux, we have the commands. We can use this command to install things 8.17.2 version, or we can go to the Elastic Agent also, and we can get this. But after we install this, we need to replace this YAML file because this YAML file has details about the Elasticsearch, about the agent, about everything with the security key. We need to generate the security key. We'll create the API key and we'll download this YAML and eventually we'll replace this in the when we install things. You'll understand what I'm going to do. So I can just copy paste this command. So we are going to install the Elastic agent in the server, the agent, which is going to collect all the information from the server and get the details to the Elasticsearch, the database. And then we're going to use Ibana to read the data from the Elasticsearch and get some meaningful insights. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So we are going to paste this information. Or we could have directly gone to the website that we have. You can directly go to the website here. We have these commands here also, the Elastic agent. This is the Linux part. We can just use these commands, right? And we can just follow along. Both are similar kind of information. So we can either use this or that. So we can use this copy. I can just compare also, is the both information correct or not? So you have to do it once, friends, from your side. Look at it. If you look at the commands, both are almost same command, but download to folder, two locations. I think this will not work. The location that they have given here will not work. The downloads is only one part. So we are going to use this command, not this command. This command looks wrong to me. I see some download. So this command will not work. So I'll use this command. Okay, so let's download this. Able to follow, friends, what I'm trying to do? Everybody on the same page? Yes?
Yes.
So the third thing we're going to do, we're going to install the Elastic agent. We're going to download the binary, the software. We're going to extract it and we're going to run it. Very simple. Before we run it, we need to have the right YAML configured, which will get it from that place. And we need to make sure we have the same YAML present in all the fleet of servers. Even if you have 5-10 servers, we need the same YAML present so they can get the information right using HTTP over HTTP protocol. The information search. So let's download it. Taking some time to download. We'll wait for it. Looks like it's slow getting downloaded. We will just wait for it. I can make it better, but we'll wait for it. Okay, friends, if you use the second command now to extract this. Now look at this. So what I was talking about, the YAML file is here. This YAML file I'm talking about. Let it extract. Now let's go inside this CD Elastic agent. This YAML file I'm talking about. Now this YAML file is a normal YAML file. It is not as per my Kibana or my Elasticsearch. Yes or no? The correct YAML file is here. Is here. So we will use the key, friends. Look at this. This is the my Elasticsearch URL, right? I need the information to be fed here from the last. I want the agent to send the information to this URL. This URL is nothing but the Elasticsearch. So I will use the API key, which will give me the API key here. Look at this. I got the YAML file with the API key now. I'm going to download this YAML file, friends. This YAML file is very important. I need to keep this YAML file, and basically I need to replace this YAML file. This YAML file that we have got, this is the correct YAML file that has to go to every data source. Wherever we have the agent, the Elastic agent installed, we need to replace the YAML file and we need to simply run the Elastic agent. Then Elastic agent is going to collect the information from the server and get it to the over the HTTP protocol. This is the HTTPS URL, and I'm going to send this to Elasticsearch. Very simple, right? So I'm going to copy this entire thing here, friends. 172.31, whatever it is. So download the. I can just download it again. I think I just made a mistake. Yeah, so I'm going to use this. I'll copy this entire thing here. And I'm going to paste this, friends. When I'm going to paste it here, I will replace this. So I will first rename this existing one backup. I don't want to backup. I will tell original Elastic agent dot YAML. I will put original. And I'm gonna create the right. I hope everybody is understanding what I'm trying to do. Friends, are you all on the same page?
Yes.
We're trying to put the right YAML file in the server wherever the agent. Now I'm going to run the agent. Simple. I have the right agent YAML file. If I more Elastic agent, you will find the details. You will find the details, my details, API key, everything is as per my Elasticsearch. So I'm all good now. All I need to do is just run this. How to run this? Go to this URL and they're going to guide you how do we run this. So that's the command. We need to just run it. Simple command, friends. Sudo elastic agent.install. Just run this. That's the last command. Elastic agent will be installed at this URL. Will be run as a service. Should you want to continue? Yes, I want to run as a service. Do you want to enroll this agent to the fleet? Right now, no. I'll put yes if I need to. It's all about it. Okay, that's it. That's about the configuration. Now it's all about exploring the Kibana and getting details. Now it's all about exploring Kibana. Come here to the URL where we have the Kibana. I can go to I can start with infrastructure. Now all the details. This is the first detail, right? The server. How this is coming up? Because we have running Elastic Agent. The information has started to flow in, right? And we can see the details here. If I go inside this is nothing but the same VM. But if I have hundreds of VMs, it can show up like this. We can search from the host and all, and we can see the details. In the same way, the way we are showing it for one server, we can get similar kind of details, friends. Uh, it is enormous data, metrics, processes, logs. We have a lot of kind of information here. The logs part, because the Elasticsearch has the capability of storing the logs as well. So we cannot just get the metrics, we can get the logs also. If you go to discover, if you go to, first of all, let's go to discover. But you have the options, friends. You can see I can capture the logs. We have the metrics also. I can just use the metrics. So we have both kind of details here. That's the power of Elasticsearch. We have logs as well as metrics. We can capture details. We can create dashboards. Um, we come here, we have the dashboard. There are some pre-existing dashboards also. We can get our own dashboard. We can configure our dashboard. We have so many metrics, right? So let's say system. I'm gonna just use some pre-existing dashboards. Let's say syslog dashboard. Okay. We have details. Look, this kind of dashboard we can create. And these are information only possible because we have the agent running successfully. The agent is giving all the information to the Elasticsearch, and Elasticsearch, and using Kibana, we are exploring Elasticsearch. All the data that you're seeing is coming from the Elasticsearch, and Kibana is helping. Kibana is a Kibana UI, and it's integrated with the Elasticsearch, and that's why we can see all the details here. We can create our own dashboards. We can capture the the logs. We can errors in the logs. We can explore. Uh, we can, let's say, go to the logs. We can just error here. We can search for error. If you have error right now, yeah, we have a couple of errors. You can see this. I can explore details. You can use the right keywords here to be used. That's again a lot of search options you have. You can use cloud instance name. If you have the machine name, if you know, you have a lot of project ID you can configure. So you can filter it and you can capture the logs equal to, not equal to, and or operations. A lot of details we have. You can use this. Not just this, we can also capture the metrics as well. If you select the metrics, let me just remove this. Look at this. 1 second. I'll put last 5 minutes. I can put some metrics. I can search for the right metrics, friends, here. I can search for, let's say, CPU. I want to capture host CPU usage. I can percentage process CPU, host CPU. I can just click on percentage here plus symbol, and I can visualize things here. I can try to visualize details. You can see the details. And if you want, we can put this in our dashboard. We can add this to the dashboard. That's what we need to explore details. We need to understand Elasticsearch keywords to know more about it. But yeah, that's the scope. We wanted to make you understand that we can create our own dashboards. Like we can put this information in our own dashboard. We can create our own dashboards. Let me show you. I can just go to the dashboard. I can discard changes. I can create my own dashboard. I can create some visualizations, use some visualizations, right? So metrics, I can add this in our dashboards. Like Lot of such things could happen here. Let's give this bash board demo. Okay, we can just add a panel. Some panel, we can export some panels also. Let's say this is the dashboard. I want to, I got some metrics, right? Let's say I got some metrics in Discover. I got some details and I want to put that in our dashboards. Yeah, that can be done. Let's say the same thing, process CPU percentage. I wanted to put this in our dashboard. I can just save this in our dashboard as a panel. I can use the existing dashboard and I can save, and I can save this title. I can put this as a process CPU percentage. I can just go there. I just put I can put some logs also along with that. So that's the capability we are talking about. Not just this, we can also put the logs also. We can capture some logs. That's the place to go. And we have a lot of capability. We can use some security. We can define logs. A lot of capability of Elasticsearch is there. We can create some rules, alerts, right? We have security monitoring we can do. It has a lot of capability as general here. But let's see if I want to discover, I want to capture some logs. I can search for some logs. Cloud availability zone. This kind of information can get something. Like right now, nothing on the 1A. I will check. Just I can just save it in our dashboard. So whatever, like say, I can just get it information about anything and just try to put it in the dashboard. So we can just get it information, whatever we need, the logs, the status code, and all those things. So this is what I wanted to cover today, friends. We can go to discover dashboard infrastructure logs and metrics to explore this. Friends, I hope you understood about.
Roshan,
Does it
question.
have?
How different is
Yeah.
elastic bit from metric bit?
Can you repeat that?
How different this file bit when compared to metric bit?
First of all, okay, the difference. So metric bit only captures the metrics details, the CPU, the memory, the response time. Log file bit captures the logs, the server logs, right? Those kind of logs. The agent that we're using, Elastic Agent, has the capability of both, along with heartbeat as well. So it has
Oh, okay.
capability of multiple bits put together. That's why we're able to get all those details.
The superset of all the bits, right?
Correct, superset of multiple bits, not all the bits,
Multiple.
multiple bits. So if you
Okay. So
read
instead of
this,
having multiple bits, I can have only
multiple
elastic.
bits, we can use slash Elastic Agent, which has the capability of a lot of bits put together. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I wanted to cover today, friends.
So in our SRE training, you'll do the deep dive, right? Which includes the security topic and explaining the
No,
shards
no, no.
and
See, we cannot go understand the scope, friends. That's what I want you to know. If this would have been Elastic Stack course, we can do a
oh, okay.
deep dive, a lot
Okay.
more, 12 hours. But the course that we have is on the SRE, right? We cover a lot of other topics, We take 45 hours of live sessions. So we are not talking about Elastic Stack deep dive 12 hours, 15 hours completely. No, we're talking about SRE perspective, the course that I have, and this is one of the modules there, along with other modules put together. So that's what you get in the course, all the modules put together. So when you join the demo session, you'll understand more in detail what I'm going to cover in the course. but we just to give you a heads up, we cover cloud, we cover Linux, we cover Docker, we cover Kubernetes, we cover Jenkins, we cover Terraform, Ansible, different monitoring tools, Prometheus, Grafana, Elasticstack, CloudWatch. We cover a lot of AWS services. We cover like auto scaling in the cloud, how it works. We cover about the Java performance engineering, how it works, how to remove toil using Terraform and Ansible. We cover a lot of things here. So if you just so that's the SRE perspective. Uh, so depending on the role, you need to up your game a bit. But we prepare for the L2 SRE engineers using this course. Yeah, this is the link. You can
So,
join.
sir, if you want to go through the deep drive of this course, is Isha offering anything course for that?
Can you repeat that?
If you want to go with the deep drive of the Elastic to know more and in detail, so is there any course from the Isha, sir? From means are you owning
You
any
can
course?
check. You can check Mr. Kumar. I don't think so, but you can check Mr. Kumar from ISA if they have. They have courses on Dynatrace, AppDynamics. I know. Uh, Prometheus, Grafana, Elasticstack, Deep Dive. They have it or not? Please check with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you take this training separately, ELK?
So myself, no, I
Yeah.
don't take it separately.
Okay.
Roshan, one small question. You said L2 level SRE engineer, right? If I take this course. So
Yeah.
may I know what are the L1 level would cover? I mean, do you have any idea on that?
L1 are the one who works in shifts 24/7. They are L1 engineers, some 2 to 5 years experience. Those who are involved into production monitoring kind of a role. Those are L1 basically. L2 are the one which can help troubleshoot details, right? Setup, troubleshooting part. If you have any production issues, response time high, or any other issues. So those are the L2 responsibility. So we talk about L2 from a L2 perspective. After this, you can also L1 will be definitely you can easily opt in, but we prepare for L2 here using this course.
Okay.
Roshan,
And
Basically, expert level.
hello.
Come again. Yeah,
Roshan,
LKR developers
how
or
is this?
subject matter expertise. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm listening.
how
Go
is
ahead.
this SRE different from the legacy other monitoring products? Like there are a lot of other in market
See,
legacy monitoring
SRE is
products.
not a
Like,
monitoring tool. SRE is not a monitoring tool.
hmm.
SRE is a
So
skill, is a role. SRE are the ones you okay. I thought so. You don't have any idea about SRE? I'll explain that way.
uh, yes, I'm pretty much new and I was initially like I joined like 15 minutes, so I must initial maybe if there is any introduction then.
Okay, so no, we are talking about the course here. You can join on 1st of March to
Yeah.
talk about the demo. But the SRE engineers are the ones who are hired to make sure production are highly available, reliable, secure. Production
For the
systems
clouds,
like yeah, cloud, mostly the cloud. Yes, because we are
cloud only.
most of the applications are in the cloud. So how are we
Correct.
going to make sure that make my trip Flipkart? Yes, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. Very well.
Yeah. So how are you going to make sure that, let's say, Flipkart.com, Amazon.com, or any websites, how they are available all the time? So there are a lot of things which goes in the back end, right? From the
Hmm,
production
hmm,
perspective, because that's where the major thing comes and the load comes in. So there are a lot of aspects of production. If you are a performance engineer, you can understand. You simulate the load in lower environment, production line load, but we cannot
hmm,
mimic all the production scenarios. So the issues comes in production. How do you make sure you resolve the issue, and you foresee the issue? You do right testing in beforehand before the issue comes in. You set up right alerts before the issue comes in. So those are the responsibility of an SRE engineers to make sure that the production is highly available, reliable, secure. Yeah, that's the role and responsibility of an SRE engineer. There are a lot of openings. If you go to Naukri, LinkedIn,
Right, right.
friends,
I've seen that.
you will
So
find
I
a lot
come
of
from a
openings.
background of I've seen that. So I come from a background of enterprise monitoring systems, and I've seen like
Hmm,
a lot of openings now for SRE. So that's why I was little
hmm.
interested to know. I
Right.
attended this session like to know like what is SRE
Right. So
and how it
monitoring,
would
you
be.
must be just involved in monitoring part. But after monitoring, the what is the main purpose? That somebody can understand and troubleshoot things, right? Troubleshoot the issues, right?
Right.
That's
So
the main goal. Having the right metrics, alerting, troubleshooting is what the real
that's what
thing
we
is.
set up. So that's what we deploy. I do it as architect and design and set up the entire monitoring solution. So that covers their application, cloud monitoring, virtualization monitoring, and then uh, the one level going forward. Maybe that's what I wanted to understand how SRE fits in. Do we need? Is it
So
something
you
which
need to
goes in
know a
parallel,
lot
or
of other things. You need to know a lot of other
is it?
things, like you should have a Kubernetes knowledge. You should have the how the applications are deployed so that you can
Hmm.
understand the issues in production. You need to know cloud. You need to understand
Correct.
the architecture of cloud. You need to understand
Correct.
how automation works. So you need to have these knowledge, these skills as well to become an SRE engineer, not just the
So that
monitoring.
is a
Yeah.
prerequisite, or it will be part of your L2 training, like this things
So
will
you
be
go over this
covered.
course. Okay, first of all, I would request you to go over this link and try to understand what all we are covering. So then you'll
Mhm.
understand in deeper insights. We talk about cloud. So whatever we have done today was just a demo, just a workshop
Correct.
to
Correct.
just to let people aware that there is something coming up like this,
Right.
right? So that people can take the right call. That's why we are conducting this workshop. So just to get more
Does
awareness.
it also
That's
have
the
AI
yeah.
capabilities? Because
Which
these
one?
days, a lot of
AI
customers and
Elastics.
everybody talk
Which
about
which
AI.
okay, which tool? You're talking about Elastic?
Yes.
Yeah, it has. See, understand one thing. Elastic is an open source also, and Elastic has a enterprise solution as well, SaaS solution as well. So
Mhm.
SaaS solution
Correct.
has definitely lot of AI thing as we have. So what we're talking about is the open source things, but we have Elastic Cloud as the Elastic Search service as well, the SaaS service as well. That has a lot of AI capabilities.
So the training will be based on ELK, more of Elasticsearch
Correct. Open
and
search.
Kibana, or it will
Open
be like
search.
SRE.
We talk about the open search. See, we are not talking about,
Mhm.
see, understand one thing. We are not talking about monitoring here. Monitoring is one, I would say 5%.
Correct.
Right? This is what you need to understand. Because you come from the monitoring
Mhm.
background, you think the entire course is on the monitoring. No, 5% only.
Mhm.
Roshan, one thing, as part of this course, are you covering any specific tools like Elastic? Any idea for
Correct. So
you?
this elastic means the elastic stack, right?
Yeah, correct. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what we are covering. The whatever
I
we
mean,
have
that's the
covered
only
today.
tool you are covering as part of SRE
No.
course or
Okay.
other tools also?
Yes, so we have other tools as well. We have Prometheus, Grafana. We talk about Cloud Watch. We talk about Linux monitoring. We talk about these four tools.
Question one doubt.
Mhm.
Question you're telling that is related to SRE L2, right? How many years of experience we can project to become an L2?
See, it's not about years of experience. It's all about the knowledge that you have. You need to have troubleshooting knowledge. What is your background, may I know?
No, I was previously into testing, and I have
Which
moved in
testing?
my company. I have moved in
Which
my
test?
company. Really, yeah, yeah, I'm
Which
into testing
testing?
totally.
Which
I'm into
testing?
manual automation, road
Huh.
testing, everything.
So you need to have understanding. See, the troubleshooting part is what really matters to become an SRE engineer. So automation is good. One part is there. We need to automate a lot of stuffs. We talk about uh, Terraform, Ansible, and we talk about my Python scripting here. But apart from that, this is going to be common thing. But apart from that, the cloud part, the Kubernetes part, the Docker part, The troubleshooting part is what you need to work upon. So you need to upskill your knowledge on troubleshooting. How do you go about troubleshooting an application? Uh, so you need to have that skill set. That takes usually the time. So you need to focus on the troubleshooting part because you have been mostly automating. You don't know about the troubleshooting as of now, not that much
Yeah, yeah.
experience.
Understand.
So you need to work on the troubleshooting part. Along with that, you need to take up this course to talk about L2 engineer. So you need to know about the skills. It can take some time for you because you're not from the troubleshooting background.
No, no.
So for
Yeah,
you
correct,
the
correct.
DevOps would be the better choice to to start your transition, I would say, because DevOps is mostly about the deployment and the automation. Uh, so SREs is mostly on the production. You will be put in the slot to solve the issue, and the higher
Okay.
experience, more the responsibility. Uh, and you'll be put on spot to fix the issue right now or help the team to fix the issue. That's what going to be the expectation if you're a senior member of the team. So yeah, so you need to
One,
skill on the troubleshooting part.
one more thing. What apart from this, what are things you will be helping us after completion of the course?
What I'll be?
No. Apart from the course, what you are going to help us after completion of the course?
What are I'm not able to get the last part. What I'm going to?
No, sir. What I'm asking after completion of the course, you are going to what you are going to help us. You're going to share the interview questions and got in the documentation. These all things you'll be sharing or
Yeah.
only
Correct. We will be sharing all the PPTs, all the documents that we have covered. I'll be giving you all the
interview
knowledge,
preparation.
all the
Also, will there be, is
yeah
there any
interview
certification
preparations.
also for this?
Can I do one thing?
Is
Can
there
we
any?
take up this course specific questions on 1st of March? That would be the right time. Today is
Yeah,
not the
sure, sure.
right time to talk about the course.
Okay,
Can we
okay,
meet on
okay
1st
then.
of March? Today's yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. Sure,
Let's
sure.
tune into 1st of March. I'll be happy to
Okay.
happy to take up all the questions on 1st of March when we meet on the demo sessions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sure, sure. Okay, then.
Sorry,
Thank
Roshan,
you.
one small question. Is
Yeah.
there any certification available for the SRE thing so that we can show that one while going for the
You
position?
can, there are available. You need to invest after course completion. You would have the enough knowledge. There are certification available from DevOps Institute. You need to invest some 30,000 rupees and to get the write the certification and get this. So there are certifications available. This institute does this. DevOps Institute. They have multiple levels of SRE certifications. After completion of the course, you can very much try that certifications. Yes. Lot of certification on the SREs we have. Yeah, this website does a lot of certifications.
Uh, I mean,
You
I am
can
not
opt
able
for
to
it.
see the entire website. What is this website? Can you please tell me again?
DevOpsinstitute.com.
DevOps Institute. Okay, thank you.
I pasted the chat as well. Yeah, you can explore the certifications part. Any questions on Elastic Stack, friends? That from the topic that we have covered,
Yeah, I have one
we
doubt.
will talk about. Huh?
Regarding
Come again?
electric stack.
Okay, cool. Sure. So we will on the topic on the course wise, we will talk more on 1st of March when we meet for the demo. We'll talk more about the course, about how we plan it, how it's going to help you, whether it's helpful or not. You'll understand more details on 1st of March. Okay. So that's all, friends, for today from my side. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks, Roshan. Nice session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.